Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been the place to find new and certified used vehicles. Along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff, you, the customer, are their number one priority. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Ar-We-Va Girls Shuttle Hurdle Relay joining us down here at the Audubon Early Bird today. We'll start off with Maggie Gallagher, who got things started here today. Maggie, how did you feel?
I think I was doing good. I started to three-step, which that's what I'm going to work on this season, is try to do more three-steps, but then I just kind of started focusing on just kind of doing it, gliding through it instead of striding out too much, so I could lessen the time a little bit.
First meet of the season for you guys outdoors anyway, so how prepared did you feel like you were to be able to come down and run today?
I don't think we were really that prepared because we only get to go over two hurdles inside, yeah. And so that's all that we've ever got to work on. But I think saying that that's all we've got to do, we did all right.
How'd you feel coming out of the blocks?
Good. I think I got to the first hurdle pretty fast.
You're talking about working on the three-step. How's that going so far, and how are you working on it?
I just need to get to the first hurdle as fast as I can, and then just try to work on not overstriding necessarily, and just kind of run.
Coming off the great success from last season, what's the goal for this group?
I think that we can continue to do as good as what we did last year. We just have to work on it just as hard. But I think we have some pretty good expectations still.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here today. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Ragaller, who ran the second leg. How did it feel out here today?
Oh, it was okay at the beginning, and then I got off a little bit, but it being my first year of high school hurdles, and I missed out that 1 year with COVID, so I know I'll just get better.
Take us through how you're working on it and the confidence level you have in yourself right now, being the first year having to do this.
I just tell myself I can do it, and just kind of, if I don't want to go over the hurdle, just throw myself over it, make sure I can keep going.
How's the footing coming? How's the steps coming along?
It's getting better. I was at a 5-step last year, so I got down to a 4-step.
So for you, just getting to practice on 2 hurdles, how did you adjust today to going the full length?
I just told myself I can do it and just keep going.
What's the biggest, I know this is the first meet, but what's the biggest transition been for you with being now in high school track compared to a junior high meet last year?
It's just so more competitive, and there's a lot more people doing it.
You got some good girls to learn from here. How much do you talk to these 3 here, about hurdling and what to do?
A lot, because they pretty much helped me through everything.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here today. I know you're going to be doing great by the end of the year, so appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll move over now. And Liz Bruhner joining us here today. And Liz, how'd you feel out here today?
Oh, I felt great getting back on track, actually. Even though I really don't like track that much, but hurdles is my favorite thing to run. Being back with the girls is honestly the best thing, and their practices are really fun, and helping Amber with her stepping and just encouraging each other to go 3-step. It really helps us.
So as you're running that third leg, as you're kind of watching the first 2 go, how do you keep yourself focused and mentally ready to go, but watching them at the same time?
I really don't watch them, to be honest. I watch mostly the first person to go, see how far ahead they have, and then I base off of that. And I hear people in the background saying, keep going. I'm I got this. And yeah.
So where did you feel like you were at your best today going through the hurdles for you?
Probably from last year to this year, I really stepped up with my 4-stepping, which really helped us last year, and it's probably going to help us this year. And probably hopefully a 3-step will help us even better.
How long before you think you start trying to do 3-step as good as you're at the 4-step right now?
I've been training at the school mostly, but it's kind of hard without a track. Plus it's always slippery, and only 2 hurdles makes a difference when you're out of 10 with spikes on it. It really does make a difference.
So what's it like to get back out here to run today? First meet of the year outside.
It feels better actually running with 10 hurdles, honestly. It feels good being competitive people around you instead of working, in the gym just by your teammates, and it makes a difference.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here today.
Thanks.
Best of luck the rest of the season. Appreciate you joining us. Let's move over now to Jamie Houseman, who got to run the anchor leg. How did that feel today?
It was a little nerve-wracking, kind of a lot of pressure.
How did you deal with that?
I think I did all right. I could have done way better, though.
How'd you run?
All right. Watching the other girls fall during was kind of psyched me out a little bit. Got a little scared.
So how did you battle through that?
I just kind of had to think. I had to finish for my team, so just had to push myself.
How'd that first hurdle go?
I got to the first hurdle pretty good. Felt like I attacked it, but then the other ones I didn't attack as much.
Do you know why?
It was just kind of in my head, I think. I'm not sure.
How different is it running that anchor leg?
It's kind of just a lot of pressure, and I feel like I really, really have to push to like get kind of where we need to be.
So what do you need to work on, do you think? With the success that you had last year, where can you get better as a hurdler?
Definitely need to do more practicing on hurdles outside and get the feel, because we've just been stuck inside because it's been so cold lately. So kind of need to get out there and do that.
Well, I tell you what, great job. I know you guys are going to be really good by the end of the year, so appreciate you joining us here today.
Thank you.